Hey squaddies, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening whenever you're listening or watching. Hello. Be sure to check out memberships. You can join if you're interested. You'll be in the company of equally amazing squaddies. And just like with all my information, I'll put the links inside the description box. Thanks. Prince Harry, singer Elton John, and 5 other high-profile British figures can have their lawsuit against the publisher of the Daily Mail paper alleging widespread unlawful behavior heard at trial, the High Court in London ruled on Friday. Publisher Associated Newspapers, that's A&L, had sought at hearings in March to have the case thrown out, saying the claims were outside a 6-year time limit for legal action. Prince Harry, Elton John, and the 5 other claimants accuse A&L, which publishes the Daily Mail and the Mail on Sunday, of phone hacking and other serious privacy breaches dating back 30 years. A&L has always denied involvement in unlawful practices. I consider that each claimant has a real prospect of demonstrating concealment by Associated that it was not and could not, with reasonable diligence, have been discovered by the relevant claimant before October 2016, Judge Matthew Nicklin said in his ruling. All right, and here's a statement on behalf of Baroness Doreen Lawrence, Sir Elton John, David Furnish, Elizabeth Hurley, Prince Harry, Sadie Frost, and Sir Simon Hughes. It goes, "We are delighted with today's decision that allows our claims over serious criminal activity and gross breaches of privacy by the Mail titles to proceed to trial. The High Court has dismissed without difficulty to attempt the Associated Newspapers, publishers of the Daily Mail, the Mail on Sunday, and the Mail Online, to throw these cases out. Indeed, the judge found that each of our claims had a real prospect of showing there was concealment of unlawful acts by the Mail titles and that this could not have been discovered until recently. Our claims can now proceed to trial. As we have maintained since the outset, we bring our claims over the deplorable and illegal activities which took place over many years, including private investigators being hired to place secretly listening devices inside our cars and homes and tapping our phone calls, corrupt payments to police for inside information, and the illegal accessing of our medical information from hospitals and financial information from banks. We intend to uncover the truth at trial and hold those responsible at Associated Newspapers fully accountable." The judge also found ledgers showing secret payments by the Mail and the Mail on Sunday to private investigators, which have been provided to our lawyers and could not be used at this stage without the consent of the newspapers or the government. This only delays the inevitable, since this will have to be produced in the course of the claim by Associated in any event. However, if the Mail and the Mail on Sunday have nothing to hide and they genuinely believe our allegations are unfounded as they appear to claim, they should provide us with the ledgers voluntarily now and let the claims proceed to trial as quickly as possible. And this is from all the claimants involved. Splendid news for Harry and all involved. I hope this ends up being a victory in the long run, but this is great news and it makes me feel hopeful with the outcome. Now onto news from Cali. Prince Harry and Princess Meghan kick off Veterans Day and Remembrance Day in a very special way. On Wednesday, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's organization, Archwell, shared news that the two spent the morning with veteran and active duty service members and their loved ones at Camp Pendleton in San Diego, California. The couple regularly marked Veterans Day and Remembrance Day. The military facility includes technologies, equipment, and personnel designed to help Navy SEAL warriors and veterans physically and mentally recover and rebuild from injuries and trauma, according to the officials.
We're thrilled that the Duke and Duchess are here. It's quite an honor for them to be here for the commissioning. They've proven through the Archwell Foundation their commitment to veteran causes, domestically and internationally. Specifically, they've really destigmatized mental health issues for those who have gone through military service. And they've done that with courage. And It's just great validation to have them here. It's a great signal of partnership internationally, and we're honored to have them here for the grand opening.
During their visit to San Diego, Meghan and Harry stopped by Operation Biggs, a first-of-its-kind mentoring program dedicated to children of military families, including active duty, veteran, and Gold Star families. Those who attended ahead of Veterans Day, which falls on Saturday, discussed how the mentorship offered through Operation Biggs had supported their goals and ambitions, as well as the communities. According to the Archwell website, the program was founded in 2004, and it helps to connect young people and families to mentors who can relate to the shared experiences and challenges faced by having a parent or parents in the military when they are deployment and after they have returned. Since its launch, Operation Biggs has helped more than 3,000 children of Navy and Marine Corps members and has expanded to over 30 affiliates throughout the nation. It absolutely warms my heart seeing how much Harry and Meghan has earned respect from so many, especially in the military community. I feel like a proud younger sibling on the sidelines constantly cheering them on, looking up to them and wanting to do so much good in whatever cause I love and support. And just seeing them both celebrate both Veterans Day and Remembrance Day while also working with the people. They're not being fake and phony about it. Like, you can tell that this is absolutely what they stand for. They support their cause, and I mean, you can just look at the people. They're all just so appreciative. The children, the parents, the families. It's just absolutely beautiful to see. It just, oh my gosh, I mean, I'm just smiling just looking at these pictures. And Harry and Meghan are the real deal, proving once again that service is universal. We all have that privilege and ability to serve for the better good. They deserve all the respect, all the attention. Because they're actually doing the work. You know, they're not just flying in and heavily polluted helicopters and doing like 5 to 10 minute photo ops empty-handed. You know, they're not, just being fake and phony about it. They're literally right there with the people. And I love that. And yeah, and you know what? Another thing about that too, at least Harry and Meghan, like, they deserve to fly in a private airplane. I mean, at least they pay for their own tickets. At least they pay their way. It's such a beautiful way of just showing appreciation to our vets. You know, we show our vets so much love. We give them a day of appreciation. Memorial Day is for our fallen vets, and Veterans Day is for all vets, whether they're active or no longer active. So. And like, you can like randomly like hear someone tell a vet like, yeah, thank you for your service. You know, they could be like, they don't even have to wear a uniform. They could be like, in a coffee shop or just minding their own business, doing something. But I guess if someone sees them like with like one of those badges or whatever, or one of those cards, like, thank you for your service. Like, and it don't even have to be a holiday. Just a lot of people. Most Americans just greatly appreciate these people who literally sacrifice their lives to protect this country and to also protect our Constitution and our constitutional rights. There's lots of countries who don't have that privilege. They're not able to protest, against a government or against a particular politician without repercussions, of getting taken out of this planet or going to prison for many decades. Like, at least in America, like, you could do that. I mean, yeah, there are people who are, law enforcement who will try to take advantage and use their power, which will get them in trouble, because then it's like, okay, why would you arrest someone who's peacefully protesting? And then the charges get dropped, and it's like, all that was just a waste of time. So But then I will say though, like all protesters around the world, including America, you have to be very careful because there are psychos who will try to put matters into their own hands and just drive right into the group of people who are peacefully protesting. You know what? Let's just keep this podcast positive and just say that, you know, it's such an honor to just see Harry and Meghan just doing what they love to do. Like, and okay, I guess I'll go a little negative again. I mean, they were like suppressed on doing their causes, what they love to do while they were senior members of the welfare royals. You know, they asked to do stuff and it's no. They asked to, you know, be halfway in, halfway out. No. So like, so yeah, that was the best thing that the welfare royals have ever done, and it was out of jealousy and spite, was to not allow them to be halfway in, halfway out. Because can you imagine, like Charles is in his 70s, right? He looks much older than that, but they had to act like there's like Harry had to ask his 75-year-old granddad. I mean, I'm sorry. Harry had to ask his 75-year-old father permission to do stuff. Just simple stuff. Basic stuff that we take advantage or take for granted of doing. And, you know, they were just straight up haters with him. They would like try to like, oh yeah, well, you know, I'm not using my money, you know, to fund this. And it's like, well, first of all, it's not your money, but so yeah, Harry, he owns his own money. He owns his own home. He owns his own, you know, he has his properties. He owns his clothes, nice clothes, by the way, now, nice shoes. He has a beautiful, amazing wife, beautiful, amazing family. I mean, the man looks happy. And if you don't see that, then maybe you just have to go to an optometrist. I don't know. Let me just move on and just wish, I'm going to do this again, but I want to wish all veterans a happy Veterans Day. I have family members who are, you know, in the military who are vets as well. I had ancestors who fought in past American wars. Even had ancestors who fought in the Revolutionary War against the Brits. So I thank Ancestry for that, for letting me know that and connecting with people, other family members who I've never thought that would be related to me who are. Very nice people, by the way. Anyway. And before moving on, I actually wanted to share this really cool tweet from a fellow squatties. One of my favorite squatties on Twitter. They had shared this amazing fun fact regarding the poppy. You know, there's a bunch of weirdos online who's always, I don't understand like simple research. Like, I guess it's not in their genes, it's not in their DNA to just look up stuff, you know. So anywho, a lot of the weirdos were like, they didn't like Meghan wearing a poppy. I mean, they didn't like seeing Harry and Meghan wearing a poppy. Anyhow, so anyway, this squatty shared this amazing fun fact. I actually learned this myself regarding this quote unquote British tradition of wearing poppies in honor of the fallen, and that it started in the United States of America. Okay, so in their tweet, it said, in November 1918, a poem by Canadian military doctor John McCrae inspired American humanitarian Moina Michael to wear and distribute poppies in honor of fallen soldiers. 2 days before the armistice agreement was signed, Miss Michael bought and then pinned a red poppy to her coat. She gave other poppies out to ex-servicemen at the YMCA headquarters in New York where she worked. The poppy was officially adopted by the American Legion at the conference 2 years later. At the same conference, a French woman named Madame E. Guerin saw an opportunity for orphans and widows to raise money in France by selling the poppies. The Royal British Legion, which adopted the poppy in 1921. 3 million poppies are sent to 120 countries outside the UK, said Nick Buckley, head of the Legion's Poppy. These are mostly for British expats. So it seems like a lot of stuff that the British claims, it didn't originate over there. And this is one of them, the poppies. So yeah, this is the American thing, okay? Yeah, you adopted an American thing. So yeah. And for the British squaddies out there, this isn't actually for you. I don't know why. This is for the derangers, the haters out there. They're so crazy. Like, I'm for real. Like, they say the most wackiest things that doesn't make any sense. And yeah, this is dedicated to them. Because they're less than smart. So yeah, don't take this the wrong way, Brits. Okay, this is for the derangers, for the haters. And the same thing goes for like tea, like who gives you the right to like judge somebody on how they prepare their tea? Okay, this is, you didn't even invent tea. That came from China. Same thing with coffee. Like that was from Ethiopia. Like, get out of here with that. Go suck them some spotted dicks. You know, but that, and I don't mean like literal, but I mean like that dish. Moving on. Well, seeing all this amazing attention that Mr. and Mrs. or the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, or as people are calling them, Prince and Princess of Sussex. And wow, of course, I did not want to forget about this last minute ad. I just added it in this morning, Saturday morning to be exact, on this Veterans Day. It is regarding Prince Harry, who is now the global ambassador for Little Scotty's Soldiers, which is really cool. And the article says that Prince Harry is being praised for how he supports young people who've lost an armed forces parent. The Duke of Sussex has been named as a global ambassador for the charity that helps provide emotional support for youngsters. Scotty's Little Soldiers was set up in 2010 by Nicky Scott, whose husband died when he was on tour of Afghanistan in 2009. Prince Harry, who lost his own mother at age 12, has been a supporter of the charity since 2017, after first meeting them at an event at Buckingham Palace. Since then, he has written to bereaved parents or taken part in video calls. This week, as Prince Harry was announced as the global ambassador to the charity, he wrote to the members. And this is what the letter says. Dear Scotty's Little Soldiers, during what may be a particularly difficult time for you and your family, know that I am thinking of you and hoping for your Remembrance weekend to be filled with comfort, support, and shared understanding with your fellow Scotties members. This is an incredibly important and emotional time of year, when so many come together to pay their respects to your military parents and our military family for their service and for their sacrifice. Growing up having lost a parent is immensely difficult, but being part of such a strong and resilient community like Scotty's can really help. Spending time with people who understand what you may be feeling and who can rally around you in the moments of need is something to cherish. Scotty's will be there for you year-round, and I encourage you to take full advantage of all the community has to offer. Grief is nothing to be ashamed of. It's normal to feel sadness from loss. But don't forget that you also deserve to feel happiness. Your parents would want that. Trust me. On this Remembrance Sunday, I hope you carry a sense of pride for your mom or dad as they do for you, with the understanding that they will never be forgotten. It's an honor for me to be a part of this community alongside you. Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, Global Ambassador, Scotty's Little Soldiers. Such a beautiful and heartfelt message that, oh my gosh, I'm actually getting quite emotional right now. It's just absolutely beautiful. It's quite touching and extremely needed for these children, for these families. He deserves he deserves to be a global ambassador. I mean, yes. And many more children around the world deserves, to be a part of this beautiful community as well. So I'm just gonna end this part of the podcast because if I keep talking, I'm gonna just keep crying. And it's such a beautiful sunny day, and Harry wants us all to feel happy, and and I agree with him. I want to feel happy too. So our families want us to feel this way. So let's all laugh at the welfare royals. So here they are. Here are these knuckleheads.
Kate, get out of my father's closet.
How did you know I was in here?
Drunken Andy before passing out. Now, we have a flight to make.
To where and why?
Harry and Meghan were on the move again with veterans. We're also wearing our poppy flower.
Oh, look at them. Especially Meghan.
Make haste to get dressed, you idiot. We can't have Harold and that woman winning again. Why are you two in my office? I thought you and your host were having a spoil day.
That was yesterday, and you still haven't answered my question.
Harold is making rounds again. This idiot and I, we're gonna fly out ourselves and make an impression. We have to hire some people to play vets. And we have to act fast. Tampon, baby. Harry and Meghan were wearing our British poppies. I tried to get my favorite writer at the fair on trashing them, but she refused, saying it wouldn't be a wise idea.
Well, Camilla, darling, pin poppy flowers was something we Brits adopted from the Americans.
What?
Are you bloody kidding me?
Meghan.
Do us Brits have anything genuinely made from us?
Spotted dicks.
Blood sausages.
Beans on toast.
Colonialism.
The Portuguese beat us with that.
But we certainly stole it and adopted their ideas. Anyway, Veterans Day. The US and their obsession with vets. We as a royal family should be looked up to globally.
Here, I agree.
And earning respect? Ha! We as royals earned that by default. Yet they keep booing us, while chanting "Not my king." Once I'm king, if anyone chants that rocket, I will certainly have them thrown in prison for 20 years.
And why does Meghan get to be seen as a supportive wife? And why is Harry still smiling at her? My God, how many years have they been married already? Shouldn't he be hating her? You hate me.
Oh Lord, she's glitching again. Camilla, slap some sense into her. My pleasure.
Ow! Did you just slap me with your hoof?
Indeed I have.
Oh, okay. I'm used to being slapped around. Right, really?
When you say you are used to being slapped around, are you joking about that?
Haven't touched her in years.
Oh, I didn't mean the kinky way. Come on, really, when we have our fights, sometimes you know.
I don't want to talk about it. We were talking about Harold and his obsession with that woman. He's clearly in love with the girl. I blame African voodoo.
Then what do you call your spell of it, surely?
Please don't call me that.
And they had the old Daisy? Wait, is it old da Sai T?
Oh, shut up, you idiot. They have the audacity.
Right. They have the audacity to call Meghan the Princess of Sussex.
And hell, the Prince of Sussex, as if they have a kingdom named Sussex.
Oh, poppycock. At this rate, I'm too tired to care.
How convenient. And when will you decide to care again?
Whenever I'm ready. Now, all of you, out of my office. at once.
And that's all for this podcast. And I would like to wish all vets a happy Veterans Day, as well as a Remembrance Day to all vets from across the pond and around the world. Thank you for your service. I appreciate you, love you, and truly grateful. I love my freedom of speech. I love my freedom. So thank you so much to all vets. And in the meantime, I hope that everyone's days are filled with blue skies, sunshines with positive vibes. I'd like to thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell. Also, join the membership. I have the links inside the description box. My name is Deanna, and you are watching Thriving with the Sussexes. Talk to you soon.